Okay, we're on Kiddushin Perik Aleph, Mishnah Dalet, fourth Mishnah in the first chapter of Masechet Kiddushin. We're going to talk about kinyanim. Kinyan means acquisition. So if I want to acquire something, we're going to learn, or I think we're going to learn, right, that money is not considered an acquisition for normal things. If I want to buy a cell phone and I pay you for the cell phone, it's not mine until I do kinyan, until I actually make an acquisition of the cell phone. Even if I pay for it, it's not considered mine. So if lightning strikes the cell phone, it's your problem. That's the halachic. That is the position of halacha. Of Judaism, money is not enough. You have to actually make a kinyan, niknate, to be acquired. So how do you acquire different things? So the Mishnah says there are three kinds of kinyan that we're going to learn about here. First kinyan is called hagba'ah. Hagba'ah is lifting it up. Okay, a person lifts something up 3 tefachim, it's considered his. You do that when you might see when a person does tenaim to accept the ketubah, or when you go to the rabbi and you say, here, take my chametz, he gives you the pen, he says, lift up the pen, and that's kinyan. That's hagba'ah. Mishicha, that's nice for small things like pens. Mishicha is like you have an animal. That's mishicha means limshoch, to pull. So that means pulling an animal from one place to another. Afilu bekol. Even if you call the animal and it moves, that's enough. Mesira is you don't have to actually move the animal, but you have to give it over using the afsar. Afsar is the reins, or the saddle, or the hair of the animal. So those are the three ways of using doing different kinyanim. So now we're going to discuss, according to the Mishnah, how those kinyanim work. Since the Mishnah, behema gasa niknate b'mesira. Behema gasa means a large animal. There are two types of animals we're going to talk about: large animal and behema daka, small animal. So a large animal is an ox, a cow. Small animal is a goat or a sheep. Behema daka niknate b'mesira. So a large animal is too large to pick up. So you give it over b'mesira. You give over the reins. V'hadaka be'agva'a. And the small animal is with hagva'a. Divrei Rabbi Meir, Rabbi Eliezer. Okay, that you have to actually pick it up, and you have to give it over, but not mishicha. So let's put in our chart. Okay, the behema daka nikneit b'misira. Okay, misira. Okay, and the small animal, that's behema gasa, is nikneit b'misira. Actually, let's switch this around so we don't get it messed up, because the Mishnah is in the other order. Okay, behema gasa nikneit b'misira. V'hadaka, we said, is hagbaha, lifting it up. On the other hand, Chachamim say, no, behema daka nikneit b'mishicha. A small animal is nikneit b'mishicha. It doesn't have to be hagbaha. It can also be mishicha. And they agree that misira, behema gasa can be misira. The Bartunah says, okay, nikneit b'mishicha, af agav de'eshar b'hagbaha, even though you certainly can pick it up, b'kol makom nikneit b'mishicha. Okay, you can definitely pull it over. You don't have to actually lift the animal. Mishum demisarcha. It's gross. Animals don't like to be picked up, so they grab into the ground, so you have to pick it up. So therefore, Chachamim say, yes, they agree, Misira. I'm pretty sure they agree that that's Misira, a big animal. We don't make you pick it up. Okay, but in addition, we also, but Rabbi Meir, Rabbi says you have to pick up the small animal. That's a better kinyan. Chachamim say, no, Mishicha is enough. You can move it. That's certainly enough. What about the Psak Halacha? Bartunah says, here we are. Psak halacha ben be'ima daka ben gasa nikneit b'mishicha v'kol shekain b'hagbaha. So let's fill that in. So he says b'mishicha v'kol shekain b'hagbaha, and here the Tosfos Yonah says, but it seems like not misira. So the halacha seems to go against both opinions. You have to either do misira is like the least. Here, take the reins. You have to move the animal. If you can lift the animal, good. But mishicha and hagbaha for each of those two kinds of animals. The Bartunah has a whole thing about. We're not going to go into in detail. Into where each one works. Mishicha works bisimta, in the alleyway, which is a corner of Rishut HaRabim, or the Chatzer Shneihem. Misira is only in Rishut HaRabim, or a Chatzer that doesn't belong to them. All right, if you need to do these kinyanim, you'll ask your local Orthodox rabbi which one works best for you. You can fill in this chart if you want, where each one works on your own time. We'll stop here. Dedicate our learning to memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman.